Dobar dan svima I dobrodošli natrag u moj Zagreb Franjo Tuđman Model Aerodrom playlistu. Danas ćemo pričati o Nastavku 2. Good day everyone and welcome back to my Zagreb Franjo Tuđman Model Airport series. Today we'll be going over update number 2. I'll be trying something new with this month's update that I haven't yet done on my channel, which would be to specify the airport updates to a specific time of day. So in that case, today's update will be focusing on the noon to mid-afternoon time here at Zagreb. Anyways, this is the second airport update of my brand new series, so without further introduction, let's dive right in. We'll start off here at the south end of the main terminal, where this Lufthansa Mitsubishi CRJ900 is pulling into its ramp as it just landed from Frankfurt's main Flughafen. Lufthansa sends 2 of these aircraft daily from Frankfurt, one during the afternoon and one late at night. This is by far my favorite regional jet Gemini has released in quite some time, as it includes quality features like the antennas that they don't usually put on their smallest models, and it just looks really good overall. Anyways, this Lufthansa CRJ900 is about to begin its turnaround operations, which will then be followed by it heading back up to Frankfurt. Moving on to the flag carrier of Hrvatska, we have this Croatia Airlines Airbus A319-100. This specific aircraft is carrying the emblem of Zagreb and is also unloading its baggage as it just arrived from Amsterdam. Once it is done with that, it will load its new passengers and then set off for Sarajevo. Right next door is this Qatar Airways Airbus A320ceo in the Qatar 2022 FIFA World Cup livery. This aircraft is currently pushing back for the first of its twice daily services to Doha. This model is actually by a somewhat new brand that goes by a few names, but are commonly referred to as altitude models or panda models. They make a lot of interesting aircraft replicas that the big players tend not to, and they are of pretty high quality, which is important to look for these days. As I said though, this one will be heading out to Doha, Qatar. And following that, we have a brand new model that I formally introduced in my last Frankfurt update, which is the Air France Regional E190 in the mainline livery. Today, it is operating on behalf of Air France main regional subsidiary, HOP. Currently, the aircraft is being fueled up and is preparing to depart to Paris. It's becoming more and more common to see the E190s out and about compared to the other E-jets HOP operate, and the newer livery. Personally, I prefer the old HOP livery aircraft, but it seems the French flag carrier wants to create a form of visual unity in their fleet's appearance. Which isn't a bad thing, I just like the old livery better. Kinda like the first movie is always better than the second. Alongside that is yet another Lufthansa plane, this one being another twice daily route. At the moment, this Lufthansa A320neo is unloading its cargo and passengers. They're having to use the air stairs and the ground entrance into the terminal. The reason for this is simply because of the fact that the model airport layout mat I'm using doesn't 100% coordinate with the terminal building, and when you try to connect the jet bridge to the model aircraft, it needs so much space it pushes the aircraft too far back for my liking. So this isn't an actual thing that regularly happens here at LDZA, it's just something about my layout. Anyways, this one just pulled into the ramp from Munich. And finally for today's update, we have this Air Transat A330-200, which definitely is not a Discover A330-300. Okay, it is, but we'll pretend it's an Air Transat A330-200. Moving back on track, Air Transat, a flag carrier of Canada, has a 4 times weekly flight from Zagreb Franjo Tuđman Airport with direct service to Toronto Pearson International Airport in the land of hockey and maple syrup. These flights are operated on the Airbus A330-200 aircraft every second day, which I think is great for both cities as it is a unique connection between the two hemispheres. Sadly though, that is going to conclude update number 2 of my Zagreb Franjo Tuđman Model Airport series. It was a pretty busy day here at Zulu Alpha Golf with a lot of hustle and bustle as the Croatian capital does connect its beautiful country to many destinations around the world. By the way, feel free to share your thoughts on the time-specific genre I tried today. Also, I am a bit of a glass half full type, so I'd like to mention that I'm pretty close to 700 subscribers. I've been clawing my way to the big 1000 for a while now, and I'd dearly appreciate it if you'd subscribe to my channel. It's free and you can always opt out. As always, thank you for sticking around this long, thank you for watching, and until next time, fly safe.